Good morning, everyone.
Good
Happy,
morning.
happy Easter to one and all. It's indeed a great pleasure to welcome you all today on behalf of the AABN Core Committee to our 253rd weekly webinar. Your continued interest, active participation, and commitment to these sessions have been the driving force behind the success of this series. I would also like to extend my heartfelt thanks to the Core Committee of AABN for the dedicated collaboration in organizing these weekly webinars, which have now become a vibrant platform for knowledge sharing and meaningful dialogue. We are privileged to be joined today by participants representing diverse domains and disciplines. This diversity is our strength, and as we move forward to ensure the future of AABN, we will continue to invest in the vast potential inherent in collaboration among individuals of varying backgrounds, perspectives, and expertise. Together, we are building a community that thrives on collective wisdom and shared knowledge. The theme of today's webinar, Aerospace Application for Societal Benefits, is both timely and inspiring. Aerospace technologies are often associated with space exploration and satellite launches, but the true impact extends far beyond. From weather forecasting and disaster management to communication, navigation, agriculture, and resource monitoring, aerospace innovations touch our daily lives in profound ways. This session will help us appreciate how advancements in this field are not just scientific milestones, but also powerful tools for improving the quality of life and addressing societal changes. It's my distinct honor to introduce our distinguished speaker, Dr. Manikiam Balakrishnan, retired Program Director, ISRO. Dr. Balakrishnan earned his PhD in physics from IIT Madras and began his career at the Indian Meteorological Department before joining the Indian Space Research Organization. He underwent advanced training in satellite remote sensing in Japan and went on to coordinate the satellite application program for establishing the National Natural Resource Management System across state and district levels. He also guided the development of the disaster management program and the atmospheric science program at ISRO headquarters. Dr. Balakrishnan's contributions have extended far beyond India. He has served internationally as an expert in remote sensing and GIS at UN ESCAP Bangkok as consultant to the Mauritius government for setting up a satellite application facility, as chairperson of the UN OOSA expert group on disaster management in Vienna, and as a member of a US delegation studying disaster warming systems. An active researcher, Dr. Balakrishnan has guided numerous students in physics, meteorology, and satellite applications and has published over 150 papers in peer-reviewed journals. Following his retirement from ISRO in 2010, he continued to contribute to academia as ISRO chair professor at Bangalore University, teaching space science, atmospheric science, and satellite applications at the postgraduate level. He currently continues as visiting professor at Bangalore University and BTU. Let me also take this opportunity to thank Mr. P.S. Prabhakaran, our batchmate from the 1987 batch of civil engineering, for connecting us to Dr. Balakrishnan. We are truly honored to have Dr. Balakrishnan with us today, and we look forward to gaining from his vast knowledge and experience. With that, let us warmly welcome Dr. Manikiam Balakrishnan to deliver his talk on aerospace applications for societal benefits. Thank you, and over to you, Doctor.
Yes. Thank you and good morning to all of you, sir. I am really honored and proud to be presenting the results of our aerospace applications, especially targeted towards the societal benefits. I am very also happy to be associated with uh, technical giants and experts like you all, and to be associated with this group and given an opportunity to share my knowledge in this field. So I'll be talking to you through some slides initially, and maybe we can spend some time at the end for some discussions and question answers also. And then move ahead and have some discussion specifically on urban related aspects, how to improve, how to develop it further, and all that. So let me start with my slides. I'll just share some slides with you. So basically, I did my PhD from IIT Madras. After that, I had the opportunity to work for some time in Indian Meteorological Department They call it as a weather department, one of the most tough subjects to solve even today. Forecast is very difficult. And then from there, I moved on to ISRO. That's in 1984. Since then, I worked for almost 30 years there. And after retirement, I was made the ISRO chair professor in Bangalore University, which gave me an opportunity to continue to share my knowledge. So let me start with the presentation. You know very well that today in the world, India is one of the lead countries in space applications. One of the lead countries. Without any doubt and with a lot of pride, we can tell that. Because lot of activities has gone in, lot of developments have gone in towards that, and how it all happened. So what I am going to present today in the beginning is the story of space technology, how it developed in our country. It all started in the 1970s, and a person called Dr. Vikram Sarabhai. You know very well, he is a big technocrat as well as a very rich person also, who only set up the Indian Institute of Management out of his own funds in Ahmedabad. The first IIM is totally set up by him. So he was actually advisor, scientific advisor to the then uh, Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. And during one of the discussions, it happened to occur: can we use a space technology for the development of our country? And at that time, that is in the 1970s, India was even behind Bangladesh, I should say, in terms of economy, in terms of GDP, in terms of development, and of course in poverty, we are in the big top actually. That was the condition of the country. And to talk about a technology which is so costly, each activity of the space technology is a costly affair. It was looking almost like maddening. See, will somebody talk about such a costly technology for a poorest of poor country like India? But that is where the visionary mind of Vikram Sarabhai has to be seen. He thought it as a different way. He thought it as a leapfrogging. We can actually cross over a large development steps and directly go to the latest. This is what his thinking was. And then, of course, the Prime Minister at that time was very happy. He gave a very small facility, and that facility was actually started in this church. This is actually in Tumba, the place called Tumba. You know very well in Trivandrum, near that beach area. We had a old dilapidated church was there, which was given as our first building. So we started our activities there, and today, you know, one of the biggest center, almost 8,000, 9,000 people are working in the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. That is around that Tumba area, and they are developing the highest of high technology. There is the launch vehicles and all those things. And that's the time we had a program under the United Nations. They wanted to study the atmosphere, standard atmosphere, because the aircrafts have just started flying and nobody knows about the conditions in the atmosphere, whether it is the temperatures are increasing, decreasing, winds are there, no knowledge about pressure and all that things. So a program was started by United Nations to have rocket launching, which can go up to a height of 80 kilometers. You can see in the right side below, 1970s, we had this type of rockets. These are small rockets carrying some sensors for temperature, pressure, and wind. And it will go up to a height of about 80 kilometers. And that data is sent from there. And that was our first scientific endeavor. The first scientific endeavor of ISRO was that only. Even today, to remember that, every Thursday we have got a launch. We are launching a rocket there, and thousands of children, students from all over the country are coming there to watch that and have a presentation and a get together and all that. So basically, this was the starting point, and we were so lucky to have the people who are working there: Abdul Kalam sir, Professor U. R. Rao, people like Madhavan Nair, very senior scientists who became top level space scientists. They were actually just joined that institution and their job was only to launch these rockets and get the data and send to UN. This data does not belong to us, and these rockets are coming from Russia. Russia was making these small rockets, RS rockets they are called, and they go up to a height of 80 kilometers, give this data, and that's it. That was it actually, but it was not so with respect to Abdul Kalam, a very piercing mind, a visionary again. We are so lucky to have such people. They thought, why not we make a rocket like this? Why we had to get from Russia? This was the starting point of ISRO. The seed was put by Dr. Abdul Kalam. And then people like Madhavan Nair and all those people. You would have seen them carrying a rocket in a cycle and all that. Somewhere, some picture. So basically, they started this, and there were a lot of accidents. During the initial development stage, many accidents happened. Even they got some injury also, but they didn't mind about that. And no funding was coming, let me tell you. Their salary was used for all these things. They used simple explosives, nitrous contents, and all sulfur and all that. But then slowly moved to liquid fuel. And now today, it's a success story. Hundreds of launches have been done, and we have got the best launchers in the world, which can carry even up to 6 tons of satellites up to a height of 36,000 kilometers. That is our capability now. So from this very small initials, it all started. And you can see in the top frame, in the 2000s satellites. So there are two developments. One is a launch vehicle, another is a satellite. So you can see the launch vehicle. Each launch vehicle is about a 12 to 15 story building height. Let me tell you frankly, that's a size because it has to carry the fuels. Basically, most of the part of that launch vehicle is fuels only. Fuels mean two types of fuels will be there. Hydrogen will be there, hydrogen will be there, oxygen will be there. When they mix them, they actually explode. And that thrust is actually taking the launch vehicle up. The Newton's third law, action, reaction. Simple thing. But to do that is very difficult because you are containing two explosive things in two chambers and slowly you have to bring them together and whatever expected thrust is required, you have to develop that. So a lot of computer and other things, controls, all these things came into the picture. All these were made by Indians. Nothing has come from anywhere except in the beginning, some Russian scientists were there. We had a cooperation with them to develop some parts of the launch vehicle. That's all. After that, they have disappeared from there. And we should be really proud. Each one of us should be really proud that each part of the satellites is Indian and that is made by Indian. It's totally indigenous, I want to tell you. So this is one of the most latest launch vehicle you can see here. See, there are two strap-ons. That is to keep the direction. If the two strap-ons are not there, the main one can go anywhere. So these two actually control. They continuously monitor the thrust and the movement of the launch vehicle, and there's automated control. Once you launch, you have no control. It's totally controlled by the systems in the launch vehicle. And then these two fuels are used, and then you are mixing them at proper contents, and explosion happens, thrust happens, and the fellow keeps on going up to any height, desired height you want. Now what we are doing, these are all actually not that old technology, but still very explosive and difficult technologies. We are moving to air breathing and all that. That is up to the where the air is there. Can we use the air particles itself and convert them into energy? So these are all being discussed now. The new technologies for launch vehicles are also being worked out by ISRO. Now the other part is satellites. We started with a very small satellite called Bhaskara. Bhaskara is the name of one of the old rishis, we should say, and that is in 1979. And that satellite was called as a tiffin box satellite, almost like a tiffin box, about 50 kilos, and totally covered with solar panels. Because any satellite, once you launch, you don't have any contact with them. You cannot give any component to them. No energy, nothing is possible. It should be standalone mode. It should be able to work up to 7 years, 8 years, 10 years. So solar panels are used, and since it is at that height of 800, 900 kilometers, always sun rays falling on them. in any direction. There is nothing like sunset and sunrise and all for satellites. Always sunrise are falling on them, and that converts that energy, and that energy is used for cooling also, because satellites can reach temperatures of thousands of degrees also, because always sunrise is falling on that. So you have to cool them. This is one big technology, thermal cooling we do. Second part, all the parts, electronic parts, they are actually charged by the solar energy. From there, from that tiffin box satellite in 1979, where we are reached, you can see here below frame, Ocean Sat, one of the biggest satellites ever made in the world. 2012 we did. Again, we have sent one more satellite now, only to study the oceans. Basically, it is one of the very big architecture. The solar panel is actually about one two big room size. That big it is. And you know very well, once we launch in the space, its weight is zero. All things in the space is zero weight. So you can do anything there. You can fold, do anything with very little energy. So what happened? We fold it and send it there, then unfold it. The first thing that is done after a launch vehicle has launched the satellite is unfolding the solar panel, and the energy starts coming. Then you operate each of them, and there's a big antenna you can see. That is a contact with the earth. It is sending all data, getting back all data, and we control the satellite, because what happens, like our when we drive a car, it keeps moving here and there, and you use the steering wheel to control. Like that, we have to control the satellite. Otherwise, satellite will go away from the normal position in which it should be there. So for that, we have got a very big center called ISTRAC, ISRO Tracking Center, with all laser radars and all that, very precise ones, up to millimeter level. We can see if a satellite moves. Then we bring it back. How we bring it back? We have got thrusters in all three directions, X, Y, Z directions. By using that thruster little, we can move the satellite either in X direction, Y, or Z. So we can bring it back to the normal position. This continuously being done. In fact, there are day and night operations in ISRO. About 50% of ISRO is working always in day and night. This I want to tell you. Many people may not know. Oh, we have got an office, we go there and come back in the house. No. There are people working in the night shift, evening shift, and all that. Because all these satellites have to be controlled every time. So this is what is going on. And a normal life of a satellite is 7 years. But we have got a world record again. The INSAT 1B is about 27 years old now. It can still operate. It is at a height of 36,000 kilometers, and India is holding the world record for oldest satellite operatable even today. Now let me move on a little further. Now we have seen the technology in a very brief way only. I told each of them required the efforts of thousands and thousands of people and efforts to make a launch vehicle, to make a satellite, make it reach that orbit. And now let me tell a little about the orbits. We have got two, three types of orbits. One is actually very near to the Earth. You can go up to 100 kilometer, 200 kilometer. But the problem is, over the Earth, you know, there are mountains
கேபிள்லாம்
are there.
ஆன்லைன்ல ஆர்டர் பண்ணல அதெல்லாம் போய் தேடிட்டு இருக்குது அமேசான்ல பார்த்து ஆர்டர்
There are actually
அதெல்லாம்
mountains are there.
அலையெல்லாம் முடியாதுமா
So
ஒவ்வொரு
when the
கடைக்கு
satellite is going above that, the gravity
வெப்சைட்
affects
தான்
them,
பெஸ்ட்
gravity waves.
ஆர்டர் தான் வேண்டிய
So satellites which are a height, sir, please unmute, sir. The satellites which are actually at a height of about 200 kilometers, they are used for spy satellites. You can see even a house, even a person. See, we are hearing, for example, Israel killing some top person. Exactly on his head, the bomb builds and he dies. How they did it? Because they are giving that picture of him from different angles to the satellite, and it is continuously monitoring where he is. And the time he comes there, he gives information, and they send a weapon and put the bomb there and kill him. This is what happened. Even today, yesterday also it happened. They're all chief people are being killed because image processing. It can actually see the person and give the information to the Israel army. Israel is one of the topmost in remote sensing. I want to tell you that. Germany also was there, but Germany is good in making cameras and all that, whereas the actual technology application, Israel is number one. And we have got very good contact with Israel, especially for spy satellites and all that. I will talk about that little later. So now I am talking about the orbits. There are three types of orbits. One is an orbit which is polar orbit. It is just going around. Satellite is going around the Earth, and Earth is rotating. So whenever the Earth is rotating, it will see different portions of the Earth, and once in 20 days, it will again come back to the same position. Another orbit is stationary orbit. You need stationary orbit for TV broadcasting, communication, and army movements and defense and all that, and meteorology also for seeing the cyclones and all that. For reaching that stationary orbit, our satellite should be moving at exactly the same speed as our Earth. If that does that, then automatically it will look as if it is stationary. So to reach that, we calculated and we found that the distance is 35,900 kilometers. If we launch a satellite at 35,900 kilometers, that satellite will be moving at the same speed. That is, once in 23 hours, 56 minutes, it will complete one rotation. What Earth is doing, same thing. So we did that. These are called as INSAT satellites. INSAT satellites which are stationary. We have got many satellites that also. So there are two different types of satellites. One is remote sensing satellite, which can see a place and keep moving. Once in 20 days, you will again get a picture of that same place. And another one is continuously monitoring. And continuously monitoring is being used for all our communication. And now let me take you little to the communication revolution which has happened because of satellites. Today, you will see even your servant who is coming to your house. I should not call her a servant, a service person, let me say. She is having two or three mobiles. Two mobiles she is having. And we are having so many mobiles in our house. How we are able to have all these? How we are able to communicate? Only because of satellite. See, one satellite is equivalent to about 100, this one, 100 communication networks actually. Each one can contain about 10,000 circuits. Like that, we have got so many satellites. So what happens? The satellites are continuously monitoring our mobile and sending the message to the nearest tower, and like that. So we are able to communicate with each other and outside also, outside world also. Nowadays, free also because of the WhatsApp coming in. So what has happened? Communication has become almost like zero value. No, there, you don't have to pay any money because so many satellites are there. This is one of the biggest achievement that has happened in India. And now with this phone pay and all that, even the this thing also, financial aspect also has gone into the communication. We don't have to carry any money, only our mobile we have to carry. We can pay anywhere, take money, do anything we want. All those through this communication. So the communication revolution has happened in our country. In fact, I want to just share with you. Now we have got, suppose you take a TV and you are giving to the best cable operator. He can give at the most 500 channels. Well, let us say 1,000 channels he can give. But do you know the capability of our satellites? 9,999 channels you can have, actually speaking. So we are very underutilized. The satellites are so powerful, what we are able to use is very limited only. So that's why now government is thinking about education through satellites. There is no need for schools. There is no need for colleges. Everybody will be sitting in their house and learning through the satellites. In future, we are going to have virtual universities. This is a big program going to come up in very shortly, maybe in another 1 year, 2 years. We will be teaching at the villages and all without any school building. So what happened in school buildings you have to maintain, teachers have to, but teachers will be there. There will be very good teachers who will be teaching through the satellites thousands of students at a time. So this is a new revolution which is going to happen in the education field. Another very important thing is disaster monitoring. You know very well the tsunami that happened, how many people died. Why? A small message could not reach them. Please go away from that coastal area. Just that is all. 100 meters, had they gone away, they would have been saved. But thousands of them could not be reached because they have got mobile, but they could not be reached. So now what government has done, a new program they started, disaster warning through the mobile. If you are in a coastal area and if there is a warning, you will get a message. It is automatic. Even a cyclone is coming, you get a message saying that there's a cyclone coming, please don't use this area, please go away from there. Take precaution. All these things are being given now. So basically, disaster warning itself, now we are trying to use our communication capabilities. Let me move further. So now we come to one of the very important applications, that is the GPS. So you know very well the Google Maps. But why we have to use the Google Map? It is somebody else's map. A Google company is earning money, profit like anything because we are using it. We want to move over from there to Bhuvan. It's called Bhuvan. We are given the name Bhuvan. Exactly same maps, and you can see, you can compare. You can go to the ISRO site and download the Bhuvan map. I have done that for Ambattur area. You can see here how details are there. This much detail in no Google map you will get because Google maps are limited. They are not allowed to take all photographs and all of our country, all areas. Whereas in Bhuvan map, you can get all the details. So actually, government is now thinking of moving all our this transport and other operators to Bhuvan. Soon you will see instead of Google Map, our Bhuvan map will be there, and you will be reaching the place properly because the Google Maps are updated only once in a year or two. By the time a building would have come, a new road would have come, nothing is given in those things basically. Whereas in the Bhuvan map, continuous monitoring through our satellite with high resolution, 1 meter resolution. You cannot miss even a road, a small building. You cannot miss anything at all. And these maps are being continuously monitored and continuously updated and put in the site. So this is going to be made public to people. So you can start using the Bhuvan map for going to some place, finding out how to plan your travels, tour, all these things. This is going to happen. But how this is helped in another way also is the GPS satellites. So far, we were actually depending fully on the American satellites. And American GPS means Global Positioning System. How they do it is very simple. A triangle, you know very well. A triangle, to find out the center, you need 3 points. That's all. Same way, a satellite sees an object. Three satellites see an object, and by using the triangulation method, we can fix your position on the Earth at an accuracy of millimeters, centimeters actually. And so we were actually depending on the American satellites so far, but recently about 12 satellites we have launched, our own GPS satellites, which will give much more accuracy than those American satellites over our Indian region. See, American satellites give very accuracy for them, but not our India, because that is not that informative. Whereas by using our own satellites, we are able to get very accurate positioning. Now you'll see, you'll ask me why you need that accurate positioning, millimeter, centimeter, and all that for our army. For army movement, everything is very precise. They should be on the correct place. They should go to the correct location. So all their movements are now being handled by these GPS satellites. These GPS satellites are mainly for our military defense operations. And I will come a little later to one of the slides, Sindur, where the Sindur operation was so successful because of using all these satellites. Now we come to the one of the biggest applications and contribution of satellites, that is remote sensing. Now let me just briefly tell you what is remote sensing. We are all doing it. Just using our eye, we see an object, some colors are coming. Basically, I am not seeing an object. Lot of color rays are coming to my eyes, and that is being the photons are there. They absorb that, send to my brain. Then I interpret. Oh, this is a road. This is a dog. This is a tree. This is a car. All these things are interpretation only. Same thing we do in satellite also. I can take the picture from that height, 800 kilometers, and using that, I can make the maps, I can map the roads, anything. Whatever I need information over our country, we can get that. Now, how this becomes very important, let me take you back to the British days. The British days, we are very proud sometimes we say, oh, this is made by British, Howrah bread, something else. They are not made for the purpose of helping us. They are made for the purpose of carrying the goods and materials from our country and looting our country. They have been looting it actually. Day in and day out, they have looted so much of things. For that, they put the rail, they put the shipping, they put the this one. What is that? Bridges. That's all. So it's not no use for us. When we become independent, our communication is so bad, transportation is so bad. We don't know how much forest we have got. Nothing is known. So satellites helped us. I'm going to show you a few maps little later. How our satellites have helped totally mapping our country, knowing how much water is there, how much forest is there, what is our agriculture production, what type of soils we have got, everything, urban areas, where to develop, where to make an airport. All these things are being done now using remote sensing. And of course, I am very proud and happy to say that I was involved in the development of that. I was actually the project manager for the satellite remote sensing applications in ISRO headquarters. And through that, I have traveled entire country, all places, all nook and corners, even Shillong, this thing, all those places, to set up remote sensing centers where they can receive the satellite data, they themselves can interpret and do it. For example, in Tamil Nadu, it is there in Anna University, Remote Sensing Center, Tamil Nadu Remote Sensing Center, one of the big centers in the country. That is there. In fact, I will come a little later at the end, some discussion how your group may be able to use that facility to develop some areas in the Tamil Nadu, in Chennai and all that. So this is what the remote sensing, basically taking picture and interpreting. But there is a difference between the picture what satellite takes and what you and me are taking. My camera, at the most, it can take up to 500 meters. Even 500 meters will be very difficult, but there will be no clarity, nothing will be there. Whereas satellite is able to do that. 900 kilometers, it is able to see 1 meter, one small brick. How it is able to do? It's a very surprising thing. This is where the technology what you adopted, photometric. The what you have done is a new technology where at the atomic level we are seeing when the radiation is coming, we are actually not taking photograph. We are receiving the radiation itself and making an image of that. I'll show you how it looks like. This is how it looks like. For example, if this part of Gujarat, some area in Gujarat where they cultivate this one, groundnut. Groundnut production is highest in Gujarat actually. And you can see some areas are red color. You can see these are all the fields where agriculture is there. And there are some areas where there is no red color. You can see that. So the first thing what Gujarat government did is when they got this image, they approached those farmers who have not done the agriculture, and they found out that very small reasons like they didn't have seed, there is little water is not there, or they have no money for buying something. Then the government started giving them loans free almost for next 2 years you don't have to pay, and they started developing it. And this experiment was done for the entire Gujarat. First time. Using our own satellites, they started improving the agriculture. They wanted every farmer to do farming. Otherwise, we are losing that area. We are not getting any production to increase the production. And today, I can report to you, our groundnut production is one of the biggest in the world. 5 times it has improved. Can you believe? 5 times production has increased over the last 30 years. Just such a multiple production. This I don't want to call it as green revolution and all that. This is a technology revolution. Just purely using the image and all, we found out a problem of the farmers. And you can see the houses around that. They are all the houses of the farmers where they live and they work there. And wherever a farm is there, they are able to find out whether there's a crop is there or not and help them. Now, coming to the urban areas and other areas, you see the resolution of our satellite, IRS-3, 1 meter resolution. It can see any object 1 meter size. One tile is lying there, I can take photograph of that. And you can see even the shadow also. The tall buildings, shadow also is there. And you can map any area for the development. For example, I want to make an airport, let us say. For example, in Bangalore, what happened? We have the now new airport, such a big airport, one of the best in the world, Devanahalli. That airport design was done by ISRO only. Because for an airport, the first important thing is about 3 kilometers long. The land should not have even 1 degree deviation, where 1 degree inclination. Should be so plain. Because a plane is going to land, even a 1 degree can create a big accident. So we have to find out first a land which is having less than 1 degree topography. So these are all done using satellite only. We did, and we could find out this area is very. One more airport is coming up now in Bangalore. So this airport was designed by us, then handed over to the Karnataka government, and they developed all the infrastructure and all that. So from that onwards, the remote sensing helps in where to put the houses, where to put the shops, where to put the schools, everything. Now all these are being done using only satellites, satellite images. Okay, now I'm coming to different applications. A few applications I will talk about to give you a flavor of the applications. So basically, you can see here the crop monitoring. See, earlier there was a concept of village officers in the 1990, 1920, even 1980, 1990s also. The agriculture department will get the crop statistics only after 2 years. See, this year statistics they'll get only after 2 years. Then how they can do a policy of, suppose there is more crop, then they can actually sell something outside. Some years there will be less crop, we have to keep it with us. All these were not possible at all in those years, 1980, 1990 and all. The crop statistics has come from each village. The village officer has to send a message to the district headquarters. From there it will come to the village, to the corporate office. From there it will come to the the state headquarters. From there it will go to the government, central government. It all used to take a lot of time, almost 1 to 1.5 years. And we never had a proper policy of pricing the products, agriculture products, and even storing them. Now today you got FCA go down, which are storing about 5 years of food. We have no problem. If no rain happens for 5 years, India will not be poor. We will be have enough food for eating. How it happened? Because we are able to store the extra food. So this requires information about the crop production. So this is one of the first projects of ISRO. We started monitoring the entire country. You can see here how the greening is happening, starting from June, July, August, September, etc. With the rain, it keeps on monitoring. And this will look as if, oh, I am getting a picture of the whole country. What's the use? No. I have got the data at the village level also. You can see here at the particular village I just put. There actually you can see the different crops. These different colors are meaning maybe tomato, bindi, something else. Different agricultural products. Even that we can do. And now what we have done, about 1,000 people are working in agriculture department. That is our central government, not state government. Central government, about 1,000 people are working on a project for using the remote sensing. Continuously, they are monitoring our agriculture. And anytime the agriculture minister wants to know how much crop production this year for paddy, you will be able to give it. Because at the village level, at each block level, they are able to get the information. And computers are used, and they are able to add all the information. And for example, Kerala, how much is rice production? And depending on that, they give the quota from the central government, how much rice has to be moved to them. And for example, Tamil Nadu, there was no rain, there is no production, then more rice has to be given. Like that. All these are now being done using the supply channel, and everything is being monitored, and even selling also. I want to tell you that in the 1990, it so happened, the sugar production was so high. We have produced so much of sugar, but not knowing the information. And we had to throw the sugar in the ocean. It happened. Tons of sugar was dumped into the ocean because managing them is more difficult with pests and other things, ants and all that. Is more costly than throwing it. So throwing is better. They threw it. So like that also happened in India. Whereas now such things don't happen because every week reports are being made using the satellite, how much production is there, what type of products are there, and where the products are more. Suppose I make more wheat this year, I sell it. I sell to other countries who are in need, like Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and even other countries like USA and all that. So we are able to make lot of production. Agriculture has become a big enterprise with this satellite applications. Now coming to another very important means touching everybody's life. I want to tell you. This is again another one success project of groundwater mapping. How it all happened was Rajiv Gandhi was the prime minister. In one of our meetings, discussions, Professor Yura was our chairman. What happened is he expressed the thing that there are many villages in India, almost lakhs and 2.6 lakhs, I think, if I remember correctly, villages where people have to go almost 1 to 2 kilometers away to get water. Can you change this? Can your technology? They posed the question to ISRO. And what we thought, why not we start mapping the groundwater? Because rain is not there. In those areas, there is no rain. But rain elsewhere has brought water and it is there in the underground. But can satellite do mapping of that? So we took two areas. One is Dharmapuri in Karnataka, in Tamil Nadu, and another in this one, Andhra Pradesh. We took two two districts, and we did the mapping. And after mapping, you can see here, I'm just quickly going through because a lot of technology is involved in this. You have to actually map the geological features like fractures, then zones, and lineaments, and all that. And where the water goes in. That is what exactly. When it rains, where it goes and where it gets collected. So you can see here all the red areas, no point in drilling. Nothing, no water will be available. Where the green areas, possibility is there. And even the depth we could see, and we used these maps, and about 100 wells were drilled. And our success rate was 98%. This is a big achievement. A sudden development of this technology, it can give accuracy of the wells up to 98%. Then immediately a new project was started. A new big mission was started by Rajiv Gandhi. It is called as Rajiv Gandhi Drinking Water Mission for the entire country. Now you can go any village, either north or south, anywhere. There will be a board, Rajiv Gandhi Drinking Water Mission. Under that, a pipe will be there. So what they have done, they have mapped the entire country for groundwater. And the nearest to the village, we have found out, we have drilled a well and provide water. Now, no village is having, they have to go 500 meters, 100 meters, and all that. Very near to every village, all the 2.5 lakh villages were serviced by this project. This is one of the big projects, and we did a cost benefit study. Okay, this many wells when you drill, generally the success rate is 50-50 only. If you drill 100 wells, 50 wells will go bad. And 50 wells means into 50,000, 2.5 lakhs. Like that, we calculated 6,000 crores we have earned only through this project. The entire country benefited because of this project, 6,000 crores. Okay, now we come to the next activity. Okay, there are many lakes in the city. For example, we had Red lakes was there. There are so many lakes. Even Vericheri had lakes earlier. Now they are all built up areas. Basically, what the lakes do is the water may not be good. Water is not good quality, but it actually is the natural way of storing water. A lake in a particular place shows that the water is coming from all around and coming to that place. The drainages are joining there, and then it goes to the groundwater. And when you fill up that place and make a house, you are stopping the groundwater straight away. So a major problem was happening. Using satellite, now we have mapped the entire all lakes above 1 kilometer size. We have mapped, and those lakes are now protected. Now there is a law itself. The lake protection law is there under the Ministry of Environment and Forest. If you do something with the lake, they can go to the court. No lake can be touched now, which is more than 1 kilometer size. 100 meter by 100 meter, I mean, that is. So basically, the lake protection could happen because we did the mapping of the entire, and you can see it so clearly. And another very interesting thing is how much water also we can calculate. Because these are all actually, you know, the depth, you can find out the depth, maximum depth, and the topography of this lake. From that, you're all engineers, you know about that. You can calculate hydrologically how much water it contains, and that water can be used for many purpose, for construction, for putting for plants and all that, and even sanitation also. All this can be used. So basically, we have to again restore all the lakes. That is very important if you want to protect our groundwater. Now coming to the urban area, let us move to our urban area, which is today's topic also to some extent. The first thing that in an urban area that we can do is you can monitor how the urban area is growing, because satellite gives very good picture. Every house is seen, every road is seen, every building is seen. So you can start mapping. This just I am giving a small idea about Gurgaon city near to Delhi. Now Gurgaon is a big area. Even an airport has come there. So basically, you can see how it has been growing. Different colors are giving different periods, and growth also very important thing is which direction they are growing. Are they growing in the right direction? For example, they will be going in a direction where there is no groundwater, so that means there will be a lot of trucks of water going there and all problems. Instead of that, can it grow in a direction where water is there, groundwater is there, or a nearby lake is there, or nearby river is there from where we can bring water? All this planning, the entire planning of urban development is possible. Number one. Number two, you can also study the urban requirements. how much population in this area, what are their transport requirements, for example, I would like to share information about Bangalore. The two big ring roads, very big ring roads we have made, and that has really eased the traffic very much, was done using satellite only. What we did is we mapped the entire city first, then we found out the passage of the ring road without affecting the already available property. For example, houses are there, we don't want to break them. A big old building is there, no, we don't want to break. Without breaking maximum we try to protect that. And number of trees also, cutting the number of trees to be less. And there is a new technology called GIS, Geographic Information System. See, this basically a map means geography. It's a geographic map. But how you manage it is called geography information system. There, what happened? I give the questions to the computer, and that solves it for me. I ask them, you try to reduce the number of buildings to be cut, number of trees to be cut, and give me a path. It gives a path. It gives not one path, many paths. From that, then we can, after inspection by the engineers and all, we can finally select the area. This is what we did. In the case of metro also. Metro also was totally designed by these maps only, using the satellite maps only. Now we see here the water supply. A city like Dehradun, you know very well there is a lot of water problem because it's a mountainous area. It is in a mountain, lot of rain is happening, but lot of water also flows away. They don't have. So they have to plan their water supply in such a way from lakes and other places, wherever it's possible, they have to take it. So satellite applications was used and their topography also was used. See how the one area is higher than another area. Then bringing the water is very easy. We don't have to use any energy. No pumps are required. The same thing happened with Kaveri also. We have got now 5 stages Kaveri water supply to Bangalore. The Bangalore is having no problem of water now thanks to the Kaveri River, Kaveri program. What we did, Kaveri is about 200 kilometers away, quite far, but still pipes were put and we have brought it. We have used the gradient to avoid any energy use, minimum energy use. The water is flowing automatically coming to Bangalore. Now the fifth phase is going on for Bangalore. So what I am telling, even for Chennai also, this is my feeling. You have to find out the river networks nearby and their availability of water, and then the gradients have to be studied. How best you can bring the water. I know some projects were done actually. Earlier governments have done some water they have brought, but still not enough. I think Madras, Chennai city requires much more than that. And secondly, groundwater planning. You have to actually restore the all the lakes. Number one, and also recharge the groundwater. Maximum one has to recharge. With the amount of rain that is falling, even 10% if you are able to recharge, that is enough for the next year. So basically, we should have a plan for doing that. Now coming to urban growth. In general, when you talk about urban growth, one is land use. See, there are so much land parcels are there, land areas are there, but which is the best to use it? For example, a rocky area. It is not good to stay there. It's not an area for staying. It's a good for a school or an institutional building. Like that, for each area, we have to identify what is the best land use possible. So first you have to make a map. You have to find out if water is available. You can even have a garden. You can have some agriculture like that. So each land parcel has got a very optimal land use. It can be used. Maximum benefit you will get from that. Like that you have to develop the urban area. Not the other way. I want a house there, break everything and make the house. No. The urban for the houses, the requirement is different. You need actually stable areas. Little rocky and stony areas are good actually for the stability. So like that one has select and do it. Then urban heat. This is another very important thing. For any urban area, some percentage of vegetation has to be there. That will bring down the automatic urban heating happening due to the built up areas. Each built up area is reflecting a lot of radiation that adds more heat to the already hot area. So to avoid that, we have to have enough number of trees. And even that, this technology can be used to find out in which are the residential areas where how much parks should be there, how much. So there's a big program going on in Bangalore actually with BBMP, that is Brahat Bangalore Development Agency we are having, where ISRO is providing them locations where parks are to come, what type of parks they should have, and so that the heat conditions can be brought down. Then infrastructure. This I told you, transportation. How will you make the transportation? We don't want to go to forest and all that. Our interest is actually urban areas. We have to connect the urban population with some institutions, some schools, some factories, like that. So you have to plan according to that. Not put roads here and there, all long places and all that. The road should be optimally put and with proper engineering so that they can connect the whole city with each other. Then green spaces, as I told you, very important for recreation as well as bringing down the overall environment, keeping the good environment of the city. You need it, and transportation is very important. Now we have got many modes. We have got three levels: ground, underground has come now with metro and all. We are on the ground, and we have above ground also has come. So all these three places, the satellite is helping actually in developing the new cities. Actually, what has happened now? There's a program called Smart City. Government has taken 100 cities for smart city development. By smart city, what I mean is, I don't have to travel more than 1 kilometer for my things. I want to buy vegetable. I want to go to a bank. I want to go to a school. I want to study. I don't have to go more than 1 kilometer. That is called a smart city. Smart city does not mean everything is available everywhere. Not like that. In each central area, you will have all facilities. People don't have to travel too much here and there like that, and the industry and other things are kept at a corner where pollution is made minimum. So this project is going on now, and in Chennai, in Tamil Nadu also, they have taken some cities like I think Salem. Salem is one smart city. Like that, they have taken smart cities, and money is being provided to them, and remote sensing center in that Tamil Nadu is doing that work, smart city development, new roads and other things are putting and like that. Now, this is the importance of this. I just quickly go through that. And now coming to a smart city. When I call a city a smart, what it means is uninterrupted power, uninterrupted water supply, and uninterrupted supply of things. These are and security also. So these are the most important things. Now, what one has to do, suppose you have to develop a particular area, then what you have to do first get a map of that area. And with respect to each of this, what is its present efficiency? Suppose energy only 10%, you have to increase it to more. Security is very poor, you have to increase it like that. So basically, you can take any city and make it smart over a period. You should develop a project for that. A smart city project has to be envisaged. You have to develop it using the present satellite maps and other things. And ISRO also provides help. ISRO centers are providing help for that. Wherever you contact them, they will help actually. Now, another very important area is forest and wildlife. See, for example, again, I want to share with you some very exciting information here. When the British people left us, they have given us maps of forest, with 33.5% is our map area, forest. People are very happy because 33% is very ideal. An ideal country will have that much of percentage of forest. So India was very happy. But when we started getting problems, wildlife and other things and all that, the satellites were used and we did the mapping, because satellites can easily find out all the trees, and each tree it can map actually. So basically we did the forest mapping. At that time Indira Gandhi was the prime minister, and we got I was involved in that totally in that project. 10.6% was the percentage we got. Can you believe? 33% was the map given by Britishers. They looted and gone actually. And what we are given to us is 10.6%. And first we had a doubt whether we should present to the Prime Minister. Because she will say, no, it's a useless technology. Your technology is useless. Throw it. But we had the courage. Professor Uarra was the chairman at that time. We went there, we presented to Indira Gandhi, and she believed. What she did is she formed a team to separately map again. In Kerala, one area, Tamil Nadu, one area, some over 1,000 square kilometers were given. You map each tree, she told. Within about 1 year, that mapping was done, and one to one it was agreeing with our satellite map. Now they cannot say, the forest department cannot say that 33% is there. It's all in the paper only. Actually, there are no trees. Then what happened? The whole forest department was actually she closed the department and a new department started. called Forest and Environment Department. Environment and Forest Department. Department name was changed, and T.N. Session. You heard of him, who was election officer at that time. Earlier, he was our secretary also. He was our additional secretary in ISRO. I have interacted with him many times. He became the secretary of that the forest and environment, and they brought new rules. Even cutting a tree, it is punishable. Prison also, you can put in the prison also. Like that they brought, and now today you will ask me how much it's a percentage. Every year we are adding 1 million trees. 1 million trees every year we are adding. In spite of that, present our percentage is 13.7. To achieve that 33%, it will take another 400 years. This is what happens. With cutting a tree is very easy to do. To make a tree again come back 100 years it takes. To stable, you have to give stable weather, stable environment. So making a forest is very difficult. So we are using the satellite. There's a big program under the forest department, continuous monitoring. And another thing you would have heard is forest fire. If the forest fire is not controlled, it will immediately burn so many trees, large area. We have got one of the most efficient forest fire management programs in the world. We got the award also from United Nations 2 years back. India got because we are using the satellite. Even a smoke coming from somewhere, we are immediately informing the forest department. There's a separate group continuously watching all our forests. Any small fire coming from somewhere, immediately we are informing them, and they are actually going immediately with the trucks of water and other things. And what they do generally, when a fire is there, a little away, they make trenches so that the fire cannot spread further. They stop the fire, and we have been very successful. There have been no loss of trees and all the last about 20 years, we can say, because of forest fire. And wildlife, let me share with you. Now the wildlife is coming to cities. This happened like that because what has happened is in the forest, water is not there. They are looking for water, they are looking for fresh food, fresh leaves, and all that. So we have to actually regenerate the forest, put new trees, new plants. This is what is going on now. That is the only way you can avoid the elephants and tigers and all coming to the city. Not by putting barbed wire, electric wire, and all that. They will still come, they will die also. What we have to do is provide them what is required in their forest area. So this is what is being done now. Major projects are going on in the forest area. Now this is another very important application. After getting our first OceanSat 1, that is in 1992, we launched and we started getting the images. And we all have gone to the ocean, we all gone to the coastal areas. What we see? Only blue color, blue and green. Where there is green color, we call it pasi in Tamil. Pasi means some floating things, small, small. They are actually living things floating. Phytoplankton, we call it. Phytoplankton and zooplankton, they are called. And they are floating there. Otherwise, it will be deep blue color to be. But when a satellite saw it, it's entirely different. Because satellite images can see all colors. And you see the very funny thing. Starting from February 18, 20, 26, keeping on changing. And where I put that smileys, they are all the most rich fishery areas. Because that is where that phytoplankton is maximum. So what we struck an idea. Actually, it was a idea struck where I carried this images, and Professor Rao was sitting. Actually, he was taking lunch at that time. He stopped the lunch. He saw this and he was excited. He's a top physicist. He saw it and said, "Hey, this pattern shows something. Let us analyze further." Then we contacted the Fisheries Survey of India and told them, "Why not you go send boats there, try to find out whether fishes are there." And they came back and told fish schools are there, large fish areas. They're all the rich areas of fish. So we started developing what is called as fishery potential maps. Every year, these are sent to the fishermen actually. If you go to any fishermen areas, you can see they are waiting for these maps to come in the morning. After seeing that, they go to that place with the boat and they do the fishing. And the fish production has improved again so many times. We are able to export also now. Earlier, our fish production was just enough for our country only, or much less also. This area in Kutch area in Gujarat, actually, you can see here very interesting patterns. How these patterns are forming, you may ask. These are all the thermodynamics, how the ocean works. These are what it shows, and satellite is giving very good information on these fisheries. Now let me move a little further to the disaster areas quickly. Then I will try to wind up actually. So this was the flood that happened about 3 years back. You remember 2017, I think, something like that. Very heavy floods and lot of deaths and all were there. There, what ISRO did is ISRO started making these maps. You can see the maps and the color, and these maps with the location was sent to the our disaster. That there's a separate group NDF, National Disaster Force Management Force. They started getting these maps and they started going there to those places with boats, helicopter, and all type of things. See, you can see houses which are underwater. All this could be mapped. Then this information was given, and we could save lakhs of lives also. Lakhs of lives were saved. Because otherwise they would have been stranded there for days together and died. Because we could take them from there till the flood abated, till became fully gone. We could actually protect all those people. And this is another thing which happens in Tamil Nadu also, cyclones. We used to get a lot of cyclones. You remember the cyclones which happened in Pamban Bridge was washed away. Then Orissa, there is in 1987, 89, October 30th, what happened is 1 lakh people died. 1 lakh people died because of the cyclone coming and hitting, but no more. We had 3 cyclones last year, only 5 people died. How it happened? The technology, satellite is able to continuously monitor our area using that stationary satellites, what I told you, inside satellites. And they are able to see the movement of the cyclones. From that, we are able to give the forecast to the district headquarters, state government, everybody, and they are ready. And what they will do, you will ask me, a cyclone is coming, and can I run away? No. What they do, cyclone shelters have been made. Thousands of cyclone shelters have been made. Each shelter can shelter 1,000 people for 5 days. Inside, food will be there, medicine will be there, people are there, water is there, everything. So this is what the district collector has to do. Before the cyclone season comes, he takes care of all cyclone shelter are all ready. Once the evacuation notice is given, all these people move to there with their precious documents, gold ornaments and other things. That only they can do. Other things they will lose. And then the cyclone comes and goes, and de-warning is given. Cyclone is gone, you can come out. When they come out, actually, of course, there some property would have been lost and all, for which the government compensates them afterwards, but their life is saved. Hundreds and thousands of lives have been saved with this technology. And you can see the accuracy of this picture. See how correctly it is showing the center, where it is moving. So we are able to now forecast up to plus or minus 14 kilometers. That's the accuracy of our forecast. And we are going to use AI also. I forgot to tell you. AI will be used in a very big way in ISRO because all these images over 100 years or 50 years has a lot of information in that. And AI can use that and find out the trends. Suppose I got a cyclone, immediately we go to the data bank and find out similar cyclone happened in 1922. And from that it will give us the information. So AI is going to be used. We have got a separate section we have started in National Remote Sensing Agency, Hyderabad, for AI applications. Now, very important defense applications. Now we have made separate satellites for defense. Because these satellites are common, which can be used by anybody, whereas army satellites, defense satellites cannot be used. So army satellites are not for looking at our country; they are looking at other countries. So we have to look at Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, little further this side, even Afghanistan. We can see up to 63 countries around our area. 63 countries. Indonesia, anybody. A troop movement is there, we know immediately. A ship is moving, we know. A missile is being moved, we know because accuracy is 56 centimeters. In the case of military, we are given much higher resolution. 56 centimeter thing moving. And one of the first application of this was terrorism, stopping the terrorism. Pakistan intrusion of people from the Pakistan border to our area. We started monitoring them. And the night time you will ask me what they will do. We are using thermal image, thermal and microwave image, which will not show the picture of the person, but a person moving with instruments, equipments, everything. We started monitoring them and killing them there itself. And the terrorism was stopped. Actually, you will remember very clearly about 1999 2001. That is when our spy satellite was made, and they started monitoring. Today we have got, there's a big program called DIPAC, DIPAC, underground. It's a totally underground. Nobody can destroy it. Thousands of army people are working there, and what they are doing, continuously monitoring all our countries around us, and all our troop movements are designed using the satellite only, which is the best route how to go. And I forgot to tell you, their communication is entirely different. You know very well, when they are in the border area, you cannot use your mobile and all that. No tower, nothing is there. They are using satellite only. Only satellite communication. Every Javan, every fellow is given a satellite phone. They can communicate with anybody, even Prime Minister also, using that satellite link. So entire our military and army operations are using the satellite operations on satellite communication only. Now you see here the Operation Sindoor. You're all aware of it, how successful it was. We almost hit at their nuclear facility. At the nuclear facility, we hit in such a way, we didn't touch the nuclear facility. We closed that entire thing. A big mountain of soil is there on that now. Even to dig that and go inside, it will take a year. That's what they're telling. How precisely we could do it? About 200 ISRO scientists worked on that. For the Sindoor operation, it is now public. Earlier, it was not public. We kept it secret. 200 ISRO scientists were traveling, went to the border areas. They worked with our defense, and they were giving precise locations for hitting. See, there are two things in this. One is actually the location using our remote sensing satellite. Second one, the trajectory. When I send a missile, it can actually slightly move here and there, but it has go and hit the right place. And in trajectory also, ISRO is number one because we are sending to moon, we are sending satellites to Mars and all that. So we have got a separate group called Orbital Mechanics Group. Orbital mechanics, it's all purely physics only. So the gravity change. Yeah. Using that, I got some more time, sir. Another 5-10 minutes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please go on, sir. Please
Yeah,
go
I'll
on,
go
sir.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Some more slides are there. So basically, what happened under Operation Sindoor, we could exactly pinpoint the terrorist camps and all that. And I can tell you, destruction is total. Nobody need to certify that. We don't want Americans to tell us, "Oh, you hit properly," and all. No, we have got our own satellite. We did again another image we took after next day. We could see the spoils. Top people were killed. So many people. Now Israel has gone one step ahead also. How they are able to capture a particular person and kill? You will ask me. Here is what I am going to tell you a little more additional information what they got. They have got what is called communication satellites, which are able to intercept talking. Suppose I am talking to you, even this presentation, they can hear. Israel can hear. Because they have got which will communication satellite which will actually eavesdrop. It is called eavesdropping. That is, you can actually pick up the signal. Oh, this Manikiam's voice message, and you can monitor me and where I'm sitting. And then, if you want to do something to me, you can do that. This is what they are doing. Yeah, what they are doing is they are monitoring people using remote sensing, also communication also. The mobiles which they carry are monitored by the satellites, Israel satellites. So we are trying to get that technology now. We are in talk with them, and we are trying to get that. And another big development that is coming up, very big development, which I want to share with you. See, today for internet, for example, the internet I am talking to you now, it is given by a service provider. Okay, one service provider has given me this. I have connected it. I am paying money every month and all that, and able to. In future, it will not be so. It will be from the satellite itself. Because all our villages, we cannot have internet. Such a big country, lakhs and lakhs of villagers, but they are not having any internet because their internet is poor, very low quality. So what ISRO is developing an internet satellite. What it does is any message it will receive and it will give you the internet data. The data link it will provide to you. And 5G, we are planning for 5G or 6G also. We are looking at 6G also, 5G and 6G. The work is already going on. Maybe next year we will be launching that. Once that is done, what you will see is even the village also, when you go to a village, you can still do your work. Work from home, you don't have to come to a city. all the IT industries will move to the villages. Many villages in their own places, sitting in their own house and comfort, they can do the work of America or some other country and all that. Because you are totally linked with the whole world. Of course, now we are linked with WhatsApp, no doubt. But WhatsApp cannot handle data. It can give only some image and all that. Actual data with large volume, you need the internet. And that internet will come from the satellites. So dis, uh, we are actually developing that. The work is going on. Probably in a year or two, we are going to launch that. Now let me move a little further to a more exciting area of the whole world around us, the universe around us. When you lie down in the night on the balcony, you get good sleep. Why? Because your mind actually merges with the universe. The mind is the universe is full of objects, so many stars you cannot count. So when you see that, your mind also is like that. It's not a subject, no, it's not a substance. It is again an abstract thing. That abstract thing goes with this abstract thing and it merges, you get very good sleep. Basically, the human being has been wondering, what is this? Where I am? There was people like this thing. Long back, people used to think Earth is the center of the whole world. We are in the center and everything is moving around us. So we are seeing it like that. But then only we found out after Galileo with the telescope, he started monitoring all the stars. And what he found is actually all stars are moving somewhere. We are also moving somewhere. Sun is moving somewhere. All in elliptical orbits. And the Kepler's law came. All these things you know that. So basically, the whole universe is moving here and there, and Earth is only a one planetary system in a galaxy which is having thousands and thousands of stars. In that, one of the middle-aged star is our sun. Our sun is only a middle-aged star. It's not a new star and all that. It is dying. Another so many years to be not there also. Sun will not be there. So that is our condition we found out. And then we are also looking at the universe, what is happening, what are the different systems are there. So space actually, satellites can do a lot of things in that because I can send a satellite with a telescope. You can see here, this is called as the Galileo telescope. There is a satellite launched by NASA, and this found out many things in the world. See, for example, I want to share with you two things, two new, very new developments happening in the physics, which will change our entire life, our children's life. Everything will be changed. One is antimatter. They have discovered antimatter. Antimatter means gravity will pull it. Antimatter means it will go away. So if I had launch a satellite, I had make a satellite with antimatter, keep it in the earth. It will simply go away. I don't have to launch. These are the new technology which is coming up. Antimatter, which is against the matter's principle. Second thing, the black hole. It's a new concept, black hole. There are so many. Entire universe, if you see, it's about 60 to 70% is black hole. What is that? It is rich in energy. One black hole is enough for a whole world for hundreds of years. That much energy it is storing. So we are going to find out all those things in future by through research and all that. So space research becomes very important. What for the future? So with this idea, of course, there have been questions asked, and at that time, Dr. Kasturirangan was our chairman. And one of the first questions, the parliamentary committee was there. There's a parliamentary committee before approving 3,000 crores rupees for our Chandrayaan 1 moon mission. A, a separate committee was there. They asked the question, what you are going to get. See, it's a poor country. We are not that poor now. By the time we have become good. But still, why you have to spend so much money to go to the moon? Our answer is very simple. See, what is moon? We don't know. What is made up of? Did the moon go from our earth? Or did it come from somewhere and join us? In which case, it will have new materials. Entirely new materials. Number one. Number two, in future, you don't have to launch any satellite. You can put a telescope in the moon and it will continuously monitoring your earth. How much money you will save? And there are so many new developments. See, solar energy, all those are possible. So basically, even staying in moon also is possible. I will show you just now. So basically, we explain in this way, and more than all these things, the technology part. For example, The moon is at a distance of 1 lakh kilometers, almost 1.07 lakh kilometers. At that distance, I am able to communicate with the satellite. That means my communication capability, the antenna, making the antenna and all that becomes so good that I can use for our Earth also. So what will happen? Our mobile, which is now the shape of a soap box, will become like a ball pen. In future, you are going to see it very soon. In another 5 years or 10 years, where is your mobile? I am keeping in my pocket like this. Just that's all, because that will have a small antenna that is enough for communicating with the whole Earth. Because the technology is going to develop in a big way. The spin-offs coming from this launch is going to be very big. Second thing, I am going to also develop space plane. Like satellite launch vehicle, I will have space plane. From here to America, just 45 minutes. That's all. I launch it, it lands there. There's a spaceport here, a spaceport there. I land. It's going to happen. Like planes, how it happened. Now thousands of planes are flying. We never thought like that when we were young. When I was a young boy, 10 years old, at 10th standard, I saw the first plane in Trichy. In Trichy airport, I had to go because in Kerala there is no airport at that time. In Trichy airport, I came, and one plane every day goes to Colombo and comes back. Trichy, Colombo, that's all. And that plane we entered inside and came out. That's all. First time I'm seeing a plane like that. It's an hour of flight. Now today, is there any children who are not flown? Everybody is flying up and down. Like that, space travel will become a very simple thing. Everybody will be doing it. So space, one of the big concepts of Abdul Kalam saw was this, that we have to develop a space plane. It can save a lot of money in travel and all that. Long distances we can reach in fast. So ISRO is working very actively. I will show you that one slide where all our plans are there. Space plane is one of our major development idea. So once we make that, traveling long distance becomes very easy. Now let me come back to moon. You have seen the moon like this. Now what further? To reach the moon, very difficult because Earth is moving, satellite is moving, and the moon also is moving. So three moving objects, you have to make a orbital picture where when you reach there, you are within the orbit of the moon. So we are the first people, let us be again proud. We are the first country in the world, the first attempt itself, we reached the moon. We orbited around the moon. Because a lot of mathematics is there in this. Because trajectories are changing. So orbital mechanics, our group is one of the best group in ISRO. They could actually do that. First launch itself, we reached about 200 kilometers within the moon, and we got into the moon's orbit. And the moon's gravity is 1/5 of our Earth only. So, for example, you cannot walk on the moon. You have to only jump and like rabbit, because when you take the leg, it will come up so far fast because the gravity is so less there, 1/5 only. So we could reach there, and this is how the orbit was reached, and it took about 8 days. And presently there is a launch. That Artemis, the four people are going in that, and they are claiming that in 1972, 73 itself, they have gone and landed in the moon and all that. All humbug. Let me tell you very clearly, and I used to tell in all forums the same thing. No USA, no fellow has ever landed in the moon. Please take it from me. These are all humbug. They wanted to have a war with the Russia at that time. Russia is a superpower in space. They want to show that they are even far better than that. And Kennedy was the president at that time. So he gave this idea, and all these things were done in the Nevada desert area. A moon-like thing, they made a studio. It's a big cinema film. What they made is a film actually. And people have proven that everything is wrong. Because communication itself is not there. 1 lakh kilometers, they didn't have a communication capability to contact them. But I remember in the radio that people are Neil Armstrong talked from there and all that. All stupid, nonsense. I'm telling you straight away. They never went. This first time they are going now around the moon. That's it. Now we come to Chandrayaan 1, discovery of water. This is one of the biggest achievement of India and ISRO. We sent actually 4 different cameras, and that could detect plenty of water. Plenty of water is there in the moon. But they are not in the form of water, they are in the form of snow. Because what happened, the other side of the moon, we are the first people to land there, and there lot of ice and snow is there. Now you'll ask me, so what? With ice and snow, what I am going to do? Ice and snow is nothing but water, H2O. If you break it, you will have hydrogen for fuel, for cooking and all those, whatever you want, and oxygen for breathing. That means life is possible. On the moon, life is possible. Simple, I am telling you, very simple way. When water is there, humans can live there. There is no problem at all. And how they can live? This is our concept of the moon. Actually, moon, you can say, a sort of vehicle, we call it. Everything is there in this. The launcher is there, other things are there. Inside water plant is there. It can actually convert the water H2O to hydrogen and oxygen. Cooking can be done. You can make masala dosa and eat also. Just for fun, I'm telling you. And in future, people are talking about even doing agriculture on the other side of the moon. This side of the moon is very hot, I agree. Sometimes it goes up to even 256 degrees centigrade. That is there. But the other side, it is all cool because the sun never falls on that. It is always in the same phase. Moon is always in the same phase with the sun. So other side never gets any. So you can get solar energy, you can get hydrogen and oxygen from water. So what more you need? Actually, we can develop camps there. We can live. Then another very important discovery, which we are not left. We are not. This is all published. The water finding and all was published in the Nature paper actually. Now this one, actually, I want to tell you the minerals. We have found very rich minerals, titanium and other things, rich for atomic energy and other things also. Rich minerals are there. That is why many countries are now vying with one another. China is in the picture. Now this USA is definitely there. With Trump there, he wants to take over the whole world itself. So moon also he would like to take actually. Okay. So India is also in the picture. Now we went also the first country to reach the Mangalyaan. It took 7 months. Please think about that. 7 months the satellite has moved so far, 30 lakhs kilometers away. 7 months it took, and when we reached there, we are just exactly on time, and our satellite is still going around there. The Mangalyaan 1 gave lot of picture. I am going to show you the very exciting pictures. See, we all have heard in our younger days Martian people with long ears, short people with a this thing on horn on their head. All those very funny. See, there are Mars people are there. Sometimes idea we are having Mars life is there, but now when you see the pictures, you will believe that. I'm going to show you that. We had very good cameras, excellent cameras, and one more thing I want to tell you: both in Chandrayaan as well as in Mars, the cameras and other things are given by other countries also. 14 countries have given us their equipments. They believe in us and they are given. In that, USA also is one. America gave 3 equipments to put in our Chandrayaan. Now our Chandrayaan 3 is going to go next year. Now you can see here the picture of Mars. See, beautiful lakes, rivers are there. See, this is the picture taken from our satellite. When our satellite gets more resolution, you can actually see what it is. See, there's a concept that in Mars we have got methane. Mars was once highly productive planet. Due to some reason, it became like this. So there is a lot of methane, and the life there is methane based. Like we are water based. We are water based. We take water. We actually have the oxygen. Everything is related to water. Our plant itself is called blue planet actually, water planet. Whereas Mars is a methane. So methane-based life there can be there. We don't know. You can also see the structures which are there, river basins and all that. Some islands are there, all those. And then you can see the actual picture. You see real water, not water. It is some liquid. We don't know what it is. It is there, and there are. See, can you not believe that there is something there in Mars? We cannot say Mars is just a round thing like that. It's bigger than Earth also. You know that. 5 times bigger than Earth. It's a big planet and life can be there. That does not say that only life is there only in Earth. Life is there elsewhere, and there is a big study going on, extraterrestrial, this one, monitoring. We are continuously monitoring all signals. Not we means not India, whole world. Big antennas are there. We're continuously monitoring what is happening, what is monitoring, and you can see here the paleo channels. They're called, see where water or liquid have fallen. Even now it may be flowing also. We don't know. Okay, now I try to sort of summarize. This is our roadmap, and we almost achieved that, I should say. We have been going across, and now we are in 2020s, 2030, in the space plane. You can see in the top, which is the pet project of Abdul Kalam sir. In fact, I want to tell you one more small, it's like a secret only, not that public thing I want to say. Whenever we do a launch vehicle, there is another technology spin off coming out of that. You all are aware of that, the missile. So, our missile capability is really very high, I want to tell you. We can launch missiles to any country in the world. Please understand. That's all. I don't want to say more than that. See, all our launch capabilities, we can put in a missile, carry a war. Instead of a satellite, it can carry a nuclear weapon, it can carry a bomb, it can carry a drone, it can carry anything and reach anywhere, hit anybody. That is our capability. And we have to really thank from the heart of heart the missile man, our dearest Abdul Kalam Saab. I had a few interactions with him. I feel very lucky. God's blessings only. That I could talk to him. He talked to me what you were doing, all those things. Such a simplest of simple person. I want to just share one information about him with you. When he left the Rashtrapati Bhavan, because inside the Rashtrapati Bhavan they give many chapels for walking. They give he left that also and came out. That's a big person he is. He left the chapel. He didn't want to take even that. He came with whatever dress he carried, he came back. So we are very lucky at ISRO to have stalwarts and super people to be our heads. And today, of course, Tamil Nadu is very lucky to have so many chairmen from Tamil Nadu. Now you know the present chairman also is from Tamil Nadu only. Earlier chairman Shivasab also. Many of them have come from. So that also shows the very high intellectual level is available in Tamil Nadu and South and North and all that. So let me conclude here. What I have done, I have put finally one slide just for some discussion. If you want to have some discussion, we can have it. Otherwise, I can take some questions and we can answer and we will wind up.
Hello.
Thank you very much, Dr. Manikiam.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir. So
Hope,
we keep the
hope
floor
it was
open.
useful and it was useful and understandable, sir. I hope
Yes,
so.
sir. Yes, sir. Very much, sir. The excellent presentation.
Okay, sir. Thank
We'll
you.
take some questions, sir. Participants,
Yeah.
please unmute and ask your questions, please.
Hi, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm Vikram. Thanks for the presentation. It was
Thank you.
very much enlightening to me. So my question is with request to groundwater level in Chennai region.
Okay.
For the next 10 to 15 years, what is the forecast looking like? Are we having enough water, or
Sir, I would like to
is it?
explain. I got your question, sir. Sir, basically, it's, Chennai, they don't have a perennial river.
Can you
Isn't
stop
it? That's
sharing?
most important thing. Some lakes are there, no doubt, like Red Lake and all that, Red Hill Lakes, but there is no river. So what happens? We have to bring water either from outside or from the underground. Underground is a big source of water for you because even though the number of days of rain is less, the amount of rain is quite good. 2, 3 cyclones coming means you get a lot of rain. During the northeast season, about 2 months, you get quite a lot of rain. So what is most important thing is how much you recharge. Every lake has to be restored first. Number two, every house has to have a water harvesting. This is very important actually. Then your water level can be brought up. Second thing, we can also considering Chennai as a very big city with doing such a commercial and other value, how to bring water from outside. And the nearest river is Krishna River, Krishna. And I don't see any problem in bringing water from there. I'm telling you frankly, a proper project has to be done, a mapping has to be done, and the best agency to do that is the State Remote Sensing Center, Nana University. I don't know who is the head now. If you have a discussion with him, he will be very happy to take up a project where he will do the mapping, and they are mapping Krishna River, and from there by using gradient only. Because Andhra Pradesh is at some height, you are at some height. How we can bring the water almost using gravity. And some places you may need a repumping also. Pumping may be needed. But many places, only through gravity, like we are doing for Bangalore. Bangalore is a good case to be discussed, where we are using the Kaveri 5 stages now. The entire every house is having Kaveri water. Can you believe? 200 kilometers away. But we use because Mysore is about 200 meters higher than us. We are using that gravity to bring water. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, sir.
Yeah. Thank you.
Prabhakar, please go on.
Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity. Sir, the presentation was excellent, Mr. Manikam, sir. I'm very much glad to
Thank you, sir.
listen to such a presentation, and thanks to Gopi and his team for organizing this.
Yes.
I have one question here, sir. Regarding Tamil Nadu, unlike Karnataka or Tamil Nadu faces a lot of problems on encroachments of the ponds,
Yes.
lakes, and even highways, state roads, everything. Is there any support that ISRO can provide to the Water Resources Department of Tamil Nadu, and how this could happen, or any way to suggest you have to suggest how to move forward on this? Because I'm
Yeah.
working I'm supporting a federation called United Welfare Associations of Ambattur, wherein we are regularly meeting Water Resources Department and many departments in the state of Tamil Nadu. But if ISRO you can suggest me something about this, sir. Thank you.
Sir, basically what I feel is you can do a mapping. See, presently what is the condition of Ambattur? That area, you can get a map from the remote sensing center. You can visit Anna University. It is inside the Anna University campus only. Very big center it is. And there you can get this map and find out what are the areas where rechargeable lakes are there. There should be lakes which are rechargeable, and you have to make the drainage clear. See, sometimes the drainages are blocked. Even the lake itself is blocked. Some desalination has to be happening. Desiltation, I mean, sorry. Desiltation you have to do and deepen it. See, deepen it as much as possible. Like a well, I am telling you. What's the problem? Make it as a well. Whatever water rain falls, it should come there. This is number one. Number two, you can also add more plants and trees. So what happened? The more vegetation, more greenery, your rain chances are more moist conditions, loss of water will be less. So I think Ambattur area you can study presently. For this, you may not need even a satellite. Every house you can do a census, how much plants you are having, how much trees you are having. Basically trees. We have to increase the number of trees. Every house at least 2. Some house there will be no place to put a tree. I agree. Then another house where tree place is there, you put it. What I mean to say, the whole Ambattur should have, for example, 1 million trees. You have to somehow get it, because what happened? Then the atmosphere also will improve. You will see a lot of oxygen, very good pure air, and health itself will improve. Environment will improve. Pollution will come down, and more than that, rainfall. For example, we have seen in Bangalore, there are some areas where good vegetation is there, very heavy rainfall. Even during the normal rain itself, in that areas the rainfall will be more. Okay. So this is another way you have to improve your rainfall conditions in the Ambattur and this area, and increase the lake capacity. First you have to find out the lakes, even small ones. Don't worry about even 50 meter by 50 meter. Make it. They are called as check dams. We call it as check dam. In fact, for example, I want to tell you here, in Chitradurga and some of the areas in Karnataka also, same thing, same problem is there. Dry areas. Once it rains, all water goes, and that's all. They are dry for the entire year. So we made check dams for them. By their own effort. We didn't have, their own people only were digging, and no money is spent. Every 10 people, 15 people will dig a check dam in an open area and leave it. And then when the rain comes, water will get filled. Only one small problem happens is mosquitoes. You should not leave that open actually. So either you should treat it with some Dettol or something. See, we are not going to use the water, but that water gets recharged to your groundwater. So these are the ways of increasing the groundwater level over Ambattur, and also improving the environment of that area. Adding more trees, definitely. 100% I can tell you. Okay? Yeah.
Sir Anil Goswami, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Sir, excellent presentation. My question is, so
Yes.
through ISRO or through satellite, can we also determine, as you told, the depth of water less than 20 meter, 20, 40 and more, we can determine
Groundwater drilling.
through
Yeah, yeah.
groundwater,
Sir,
through
actually, this already done, sir. I'm telling you,
groundwater, through
these
images.
groundwater maps are available in the remote
Let
sensing
me
center.
complete, sir. Let me complete.
Yeah, please, sir.
Okay. Can we also determine the quality of water, brackish water or sweet water in the same zones through images?
Yeah. Sir, two questions you asked. One is about the depth part. Actually, this groundwater maps have got depth also information. We call it in three levels. Poor means no water available. Then good and very good. Three categories are there. Good
Yes.
means if you drill, definitely you will get water, but may not be much. Whereas very good means 100% very good water you get. So these maps are available in the remote sensing center. That is called as the Tamil Nadu Remote Sensing Center in Anna University. It's inside the campus of Anna University. I have been interacting with them a lot. Now I don't know who is the director. Second thing about the brackish water, you have to do again a image processing because remote sensing data again gives that information from the
Oh,
color only. See, if the color is green color, it's not good for water drinking because any green means algae are there, phytoplankton is there, some sediments are there. So this is called sediment monitoring. We do actually what we do, we take the picture of that lake. For example, the earlier that lake I showed you, Berandur Lake, they identified which areas are bad, which are good. Then they're trying to improve it through cycling. What they are doing, they send boats with big wheels and they go on cycling and oxygenating the water. Okay, so this
yes.
can be done. So my feeling is, if you visit the Anna University Center, some of your things you can get actually the information for your
Oh,
idea.
right.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Right.
so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Prasad.
Yes, sir.
Sir, thank you, sir. It was a very great presentation, gave a lot of insights. So I'm asking more for the next generation student community. So
Yes.
if school children and school students and the college students want to get into this path of space research or be part of ISRO.
Yes.
So to know how things are working, so what field of study should they choose? And if there are engineering college students, are there options for internships or something in ISRO?
Yeah, yeah. Sir, here I will just, I have been interacting with two, three universities very recently on the same subject. One is Kanjipuram University, another is Bangalore University, then VTU, Visvesvaraya Technology University. Actually, ISRO itself is totally, dedicated to their work and lot of work is there. Earlier, they used to allow even the staff, whoever is the staff, their children they allowed. But now they have stopped even that because they are totally busy with their own work. So what now has happened is a lot of industries have come up. About 15 to 20 industries have come up, including 2 to 3 in Chennai itself, who are actually making satellite, we are going to launch, we are going to do a lot of work. So I can send that list to the concern, I think Prabhakaran or Sir Gobi sir, I can send. So you can share actually. There actually internship is possible. You can actually link with them in aerospace, in applications as well as technology development. In both areas, there are a lot of options for students. Up to 6 months they can go there and work, but they have to have good grade and all that. Of course, they should be really brilliant because what happened, it's a very competitive field actually, highly competitive field, and they want the best of the best to work in their systems, and they will be working in their own project itself actually. So that will be very useful for them. Okay. Second thing for schools, I would like to give a good suggestion. In Bangalore, what I am doing, I am telling you, I address to all schools. Many schools they approach me, and I give either online or actually go there and give talk. And I telling them the nearest about 5 kilometer area, whatever schools are there, all of you assemble here. I'll give the talk. Even 1,000 students, 2,000 students, no problem. That's the best way to communicate to the students. I think we should communicating to younger generation. This is my feeling because there will be very bright things, very bright chaps will be there, girls and boys. We can develop them. So we have to get an interest in them. For that, my suggestion is in your area, for example, Ambattur or in Chennai, if you can organize, I can come. I can come and give talk. At that time, parallelly, we can request ISRO to have the exhibition also. They have moving exhibition as well as materials. They will bring it, they'll put it for 2, 3 days. It is open to public also, not only to schools, public. It will lot of knowledge sharing can happen actually. This I can arrange. I can help also. You can contact the ISRO concerned people and they will come there with all their material, rockets and this thing, all models, actual models they will bring, they'll put in and there will be press and public media, all will come. And very, very interesting it will be. But somebody has to coordinate at least a few schools, not just one school and all, we cannot do. At least 10 to 15 schools together in one big compound, if we can arrange a nice lecture and then this exhibition. We can do that, no problem.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Because I see in other foreign countries a lot of science museums, which is so, people get interested at a very young age.
Yeah, very
I
young
think-
age. Then only we can
Yeah.
catch them actually. Yes.
Correct. So I think that can be replicated, in India. I think a lot of people will get interested and.
Correct.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, actually, I would like to mention here, sir, our Vikram Sarabhai, sir, or our all these people, how they got interested is from outside. Nothing was there in India. They have read about NASA, something, they got interested, you see, and still their mind got ignited and they did such a wonderful thing for our country. This should happen with our children. This is my own feeling also. Let us publicize this maximum among the children. So if you can arrange under your that organization a set of schools to join together and have a one-day program, very nice it will be. I can add some more speakers also. We can call ISRO. My colleagues are there. They will come also and talk in different other subjects. Very interesting it will be. Okay, we can arrange that.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Parsaldi.
Yes.
Thanks, Mr. Gobi. Sir, it's a really excellent session, Manikiam, sir. Really, yeah, you made it so simple, so simple and easy to understand, for everyone, actually, all types of audience. Really much appreciated, sir. Sir, few questions, sir. Sir, few questions, actually, on the application side, so all these, maybe, we have all these available, maybe, with ISRO and other, organizations. So, how we are going to make use of it for our day-to-day, as you said, quite a few things, smart city, urban planning, and then also for the rural development. So maybe we are working on some ambitious projects, sir. Okay, so we are working as a team of engineers, research folks, into AI, ML, and into engineering projects, value chain projects. Sir. So how we can acquire these data, we can because in US and Western countries I work with their government, so we have that request, we may make to the government and they can share the data, so how as an organization we are a not-for-profit NGO, Section 8 company is there, and also we have a profitable organization. So how we can request for data so that we can better plan things because we are really lacking that knowledge, sir, at the ground level, smart city planning you are telling. So much of information available, with ISR.
The ground is required. Yes.
Exactly, sir. How we can request for those data so that we can very well plan, as an organization, and we can bring some more value, for the projects that we execute, sir.
Sir, here my suggestion
and rural engineering. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Rural engineering. Sir, basically what we have done is exactly for such requirement only, because government cannot do everything. Let us understand.
Exactly, sir.
For example, my area, I have to develop. Our people have to develop. So not government will come and do like they will not do anything. They will give. So ISRO, what we are doing, we are giving this data through Bhuvan. The name of the channel is Bhuvan. You go to the site called NRSC, National Remote Sensing Center, NRSC. It is free actually, free. In that, there is something called resource maps. Groundwater map is there, soil is there, agriculture, everything, sir. Water is there, lakes are there. Whatever you want, you download. You can download, you don't have to ask anybody. And if you still need some help, actually, there's a center in the Tamil Nadu Remote Sensing Center. There are about, I think, if I know very well, about 100 people are working there. 100 people. Big projects they are doing. They are doing very big projects, but not at this local level. They cannot also do. So there you have to take their help. You have to invite them to your place, have a discussion, and that will help you in developing your project very well. And one more idea I want to give you, sir. What happened in Madhya Pradesh, we won the award from the United Nations for that. The farmers, they wanted to improve their farming in Madhya Pradesh. So what they did, can you believe, sir? 50 rupees, each one gave 50 rupees, and they could collect about 1 crore. Using their own money, they improved their area. Check dams,
Crowdfund.
this thing, ground. They got all the
Crowdfunding.
satellite data from ISRO, and they got experts also, and within not with their own money, no government money. So I used to tell same thing only with either Coimbatore or other place also. Collect your own money and give account for that. You improve your road, improve your transport, garbage disposal. Even garbage disposal, I didn't show. ISRO, this can help remote sensing. You can find out areas where population is very less, open areas which can be dumped. This one, okay. Dump grounds you can find out.
Absolutely.
In USA and all, they are doing like that. In USA and all, the dump grounds are used using map only, satellite maps only. They are doing it. So your own area can be improved a lot, but we have to first download all these maps, which are freely available. Yeah, freely available, sir.
Got it.
If you need any help
Absolutely.
anytime, you can contact me. I will give little more
Definitely, sir.
information.
Absolutely, sir. I think this is, enlightening, sir, because all this data will be the basis for our project to
Your
go to the
development,
next level.
correct.
That
Correct.
development,
See, for example, there's a
efficiency,
traffic
development,
block.
effectiveness.
Sir, simple thing I'll tell you, sir. Simple thing. There's a traffic block somewhere happening always. Can I find another road? For that, a map will help actually, isn't it? A map will help. Oh, you can put one more road, one more route or road. They will take away all this traffic like that. So basically, I feel
Exactly.
the satellite data is available, but use is very less. That you have to improve it actually.
We got so many use cases, sir. So that is what. No, so we will
One more
come
thing,
up with
sir.
those.
One more thing I want to tell you, sir. Student project can be done. You get the students, or they will do anything you want. They will map the whole
Definitely,
area.
sir.
They will dig also. Anything they'll do. So what I'm telling, it will be a very interesting model if somebody can use all this satellite data and improve their area and show, yeah, we have done ourselves all this. That will look very good.
Excellent, sir. Because we are working under Professor Moni, sir. He is mentoring us. And so we have that MOUs with the different universities and colleges. So definitely, we
you
will
can get the student power. Student power you can get, sir. You can use them. You can give them these maps. And they will identify the areas. You have to do what? Very 100%. You can improve the groundwater, recharging. Every house they can go and find out whether recharging is proper or not. If not, give advice to them like that. That type of things.
So many use cases. You have so much wealth of data with your extensive knowledge and so we can definitely, sir, make a big impact within the student community.
ISRO thought. No, earlier there was a data policy where ISRO was not sharing with anybody. A very bad policy. But then government actually changed totally, and they are telling give everybody all data. It is their data, their money. You have done the satellite with their money. You have to give the map. So now we are giving all maps to all the people. No problem at all.
So because AAC, Atal Innovation Centers and Niti Aayog, so much of innovative projects, we can bring in and engage the student community.
And something in AI, if you do, something in AI you do, please share with ISRO. We'll be very happy, sir.
No, absolutely, sir. Absolutely, sir. That is exactly, sir. I was discussing with the Gopi sir also yesterday. Sir, we have that AI enabled, IoT enabled, and blockchain enabled, sir. So that all the transactions can be blockchain. Exactly, sir. So that way, from the rural community, they will get the best benefit out of this system, sir.
Now, for example, agriculture, suppose they are producing something. How to reach the nearest market with less loss and less money? On this type of things we should do, sir. We should help them actually in this. Yeah. That's
exactly, sir. That you nailed it, sir. You nailed it, sir. Exactly.
I understood, sir. You are having a very big, very beautiful objective. I pray actually it should happen, sir. I pray.
No, sir. It's all with your with all your hard work and absolutely, sir. You are bringing down to the common people. So definitely, thanks Gopi sir and his team, sir, for bringing such initiatives.
Sir, this will continue, sir. This dialogue, what we will do, this lecture is just a formality. We will continue, sir. Anytime you call me, any discussion, everything I am available. I am with you.
That is definitely that is the outcome of this webinar, sir. Absolutely.
Correct, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
Yes.
NSM.
Yeah.
So please go on, sir. NSM.
Yeah. Please ask, sir.
Very good afternoon, and really happy to be hearing this right from beginning to end.
Yes, sir.
And I'm happy that I also visited your ISRO office in Trivandrum. So it's a
Oh,
some
good.
kind of a connection
Wonderful.
as such. I just want only one small thing, sir. I mean, today, if you ask me, that India has got biggest problem is the land productivity as well as the landfill management. So can
Correct.
satellite images and things like that, can it be really used by the, not by the people alone, by every state or every, even union government? Why not we try to work something which can be retrieve the lands which is can be made fertile? You gave
Yes, sir.
example of Gujarat, some groundnut production, or
Yeah,
even
yeah. Groundnut
Madhya
production.
Pradesh, or even other places like Dharmapuri and things like that. Why not take this as a mission to make it happen? And
Correct.
do you think that any college can work on internship and things like that with your team for doing such things? I don't know.
Sir, actually, in India, there is a land use and land cover department is there. Separate department is there, sir. Land use department is there under the government of India. And very interesting, they are doing very good work. Every area of India is they are mapping and finding out what's the best crop that one can put and what's the best production they can do. But nobody knows about it, sir. This is a real sadness that people are not knowing what our government departments are doing. See, kindly go and see land use board. Just search India, you will get it. Actually, what they are doing is a very wonderful work. All India Land Use Board. It's called AALUB. Wonderful work. I recently met their director. I was talking to him. See, you have to promote it further. I was telling him because they have done wonderful work. Each area they are told, okay, here you put coil seed, you will get very good production. What they are doing, soil up to the depth of 1 meter. They are finding
Okay.
out what soil is there, what nutrient is there, and how much rainfall is there in that area, which is the best crop. But this should reach the farmers. No, that has not happened. There's an information gap here actually. So I think the question which you asked, I feel you can take a sample area, for example, around Chennai or little away also, a sample area, and approach this All India Land Use Board and get the maps from them, and then talk to the farmers. Can you switch over to this type of crops? So they will get very good production. I'm telling you. Now what they are doing is what their grandparents were doing, or their grandparents were doing. They are continuing. That's all. A hierarchical thing is happening. But instead of that, if they move to the new technology with the knowledge about the rainfall, soil, and all that, definitely they will get much better production, much better. They will get good this thing, no money and income. Farmers, government also is trying their best. IoT of they call it as IoT of things for agriculture like that. All information in one place they want to put, but it's still not happening that way. Still taking time. Maybe some case studies has to be done. Okay.
So,
My suggestion is little away from Chennai. Chennai and all is not a good place to do that. Little away, like little further in
Oh,
that
since,
village areas, you Perambatur
yes.
or somewhere. You take that area, get this map from All India Land Use Board, talk to the farmers. This is the science telling, and what you are doing is this. Can you change over? And if that
Yes,
happens and you get a better thing, that can be even published also and promoted in a big way.
Sir, thanks, sir. Sir, in this regard, I want
Thank
to
you.
maybe add a compliment to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because we are working on that smart tribal farming and smart rural integrated agriculture under Moni's team. You know very
Okay.
well, sir. I think, as you said, I think this data, heat maps and other things, I think we are now given that task, on developing 2 value chain projects. One in
Oh,
South, sir,
wonderful.
South Tirunelveli, Nagarkoil, Thuthukudi district, sir. And the next one is that is for banana value chain, and the next one is coconut value chain in the Kongu region, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Coimbatore,
Wonderful.
Tirupur, yeah. So here, as we said, there are other intercrops available, and so many other intercrops available along with coconut trees in this Congo belt, sir. And as we said, they are not productively, judiciously,
Because they
planning
are
their
not aware
crops.
of this science, sir. What happened? The farmers are, many of them are not that educated. Okay, they will be educated, but not knowing science. So they don't know
Correct, sir.
about soil, what it contains, which is the best
Correct.
crop. Nothing they know. So we have to actually give advice.
That is exactly, sir. We are. That is why, as you rightly pointed out, we are actually coming up with a lot of startup companies. We are nurturing them, and then we are promoting them. To take up assignments actually. In each vertical. So let them maybe let them go to the field, and maybe we work with the university also, sir, TNA also, and other private colleges also. So let them. We will give them the use cases. Let them go and do the data analysis, data collection. and you have the data, baseline data with ISRO. So let us then work out and then come up with an action plan. No, so what crop mix, for this region best.
Which are the best crop mix? Even sometimes
Exactly.
I am telling you, 2 crops are possible. They are doing only one. I'm telling you, sir.
Exactly. Yeah,
There are 2
you
crops
nailed
are
it, sir.
possible. You are doing only one. Then what's the
One
use?
and it
You
is
are
dumping in the market, and it is of no use. As you said, no, that sugarcane production like that. So crop, it is all going waste actually.
My feelings are actually kindly contact All India Land Use Board. It is their office is there in Chennai also. Every state
Please.
they got an office, and they
We
will
will,
give you
sir.
these maps. Go to the
Yeah.
farmers with them and discuss with them. Sit with them in their language, Tamil, whatever that colloquial language you talk, sir, and convince them. At least few of them change over to this crop. See, next 2 seasons, you will see the big difference. A revolution will happen. I'm telling you. Like green revolution, next revolution is the information revolution. Next is actually information revolution only. Next one.
Sir, exactly, sir. Data is gold, sir.
Data
So
is the
that
thing. Data is
நீங்க வந்து இப்ப டேட்டா வச்சிருக்கீங்க ஐஎஸ்ஆர் அதை நாங்க எடுத்து யூஸ் பண்ணணும் சார்.
எடுத்து யூஸ் பண்ண
கிரவுண்ட்
அதுதான்
லெவல்ல யூஸ்
important.
பண்ணணும் சார். அது farmers எல்லாம் இப்ப நல்லா எஜுகேட்டடா இருக்கு. எல்லா farmers
இல்ல, they are ready
sir.
to take risk also. They are not old people.
But
They are
அவங்களுக்கு
totally changed.
they are ready, sir. But only thing is அவங்களுக்கு அந்த பிளாட்ஃபார்ம், அவங்களுக்கு அந்த டெக்னாலஜி they are not
இல்ல
savvy,
கொஞ்சம்
sir.
நம்ம அவங்களுக்கு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணி why we are telling them to change, அதை எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணி அவங்களை ஜஸ்டிஃபை பண்ண அவளுக்கு. Then they will take over that and do and then show, yes, this is possible. Kerala, I am telling you, in Kerala, lot of horticulture crops totally changed. There was no horticulture in Kerala. I should say, I am also from Kerala, but a lazy fellow. they will just eat and go around. So what has happened is, no, they are buying from Tamil Nadu, all vegetables. But now a horticulture revolution took place there. So much crops are there everywhere. They found out the soil, what is the best horticulture to do there, whether bindi or this one, what vegetable. Now they are doing that, sir. Actually, a big change has happened.
So I attended quite a few sessions and I visited their facilities also, sir. Definitely, I think as you said, they are transformed
a lot. Big change there. Big change is there.
Big change.
So we have to do that in Tamil Nadu. What happened? It's a little dry area. It's a arid area, no. So we have to really help the farmers, with all technology. Technology is the solution for them.
Only solution.
We cannot bring rain, but whatever rain is there, with the minimum rain, oil seeds. They need only little 1 or 2 watering. You can be done. Like that, you have to change them to new crops and strategies.
Exactly. So the water conservation and then this.
I wish your project very good, sir. Yes, very good.
Excellent, sir. Thank you.
Those 2 areas are also very good. Tirunelveli area and that Tirupur area, wonderful area. You please do your best. Put your
definitely,
best
sir. Yes. We will touch base with you, sir, and your team, sir. Sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
so much, sir.
Yes. Kasturi Rajan, sir.
Yes.
Kasturi Rajan, sir. Kasturi Rajan, sir.
Kasturi Rajan. Namaskaram.
Yeah, anyone else has missed you? Yeah, go on. We are unable to hear you.
You can talk, sir. Unmute and talk, sir.
Yeah. Sir, I am a professor of practice at Anna University.
Yeah, yes, sir. Sir, you are not unmuted, sir. Parsardi Dureshami.
I'm sorry. Now it's audible, I think.
Yeah, I can audible.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Very good morning to you. We are really lucky to have you today, and we want to thank Mr. Gopi and AABN team for having organized such a enlightening session. And we want to really salute you for your great contribution to the space technology and satellite communication.
Sir, I am only a nut and bolt only, sir. Please don't make me big.
No.
We are very proud of you. And we are not work, sir.
We are very proud of you.
Every Indian, actually. Every Indian
it's really a matter of great pride to understand many things about your contribution for the Indian space and satellite communication. And it has really benefited our country. In fact, I wanted to thank Mr. Gopi and AABN team for organizing this program today. It was really, I am, see, frankly, I am a technologist, I'm a technograd,
Yes, sir.
especially in the electronics and ICT.
Oh,
But
wonderful.
the thing is, as far as space science and satellites communications are concerned, I am a layman. So
Oh,
today you have enriched my knowledge in space science and satellite communication with very simple, understandable language and your excellent presentation. So, really, I wanted to thank you and appreciate your efforts in educating us. Acha, I have a couple of questions. One is you talked about the deforestation and cutting trees, will take few minutes, and to grow a tree, it takes
yeah.
ages.
Yes.
As you rightly said, there are many places in South, especially I hail from a small village near Kutralam Waterfalls, which is almost the
Kuttalam.
border of
Okay.
Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Kutralam Waterfalls. And there, we have a lot of mountain areas and, a lot of greenery. And we used to have a lot of mango groves and coconut groves and uh,
Mm-hmm.
horticulture, agriculture, land. Unfortunately, after maybe after about 10 years, I'm seeing, over the last 10 years, there are a lot of deforestation happening in that area. Like
Mm-hmm.
most of the groves, they have cut and they have started constructing buildings
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom of the hill, and the agricultural land they have converted into buildings, restaurants, and things like
Yes, sir.
that. And it's really going to affect, it's also going to affect our climate change, and it's really going to have impact on the climate change. Now, as you said, like Israelis are experts in, in precision hitting on the
Correct.
targets, specific targets, like it
Yes.
happened recently in the Iran US Israel war.
Yeah, yeah.
The same way, if we can find out that who are the people who are really uh, getting involved in the deforestation, land mining. There are a lot of things happening. Even in Rajasthan, I've seen
I
recently
know, sir.
watched some news about deforestation happening. Land mining, things are happening. So, can we not use these satellite by the government of India,
Yes.
especially the Environment Ministry and Agriculture Ministry? They can make use of those satellite images and the pictures and have a study on that and have specific targets, the image processing, like as you said, who are
Yes.
really the culprits who are getting involved in the deforestation, and they are in fact involved in land mining and uh, land mafias are there,
I know.
sand
Yes.
excavation, and so many things are happening on the riverbeds at the bottom of the hill. So, what are your suggestions, your opinion, and whether government of India is really taking adequate steps using the satellite communication effectively with the help of ISRO?
So basically, this subject which you talked about
Yeah,
deforestation and impact on the land use, and then finally disasters and all that, comes under
yeah,
the Ministry of Environment and Forest. So what they have
right,
done, what they have done is
ah,
Ministry of Environment and Forest is under the Government of India, the top level.
right,
They have developed
right,
many laws. They have made many
right,
regulations and laws. For example, the Western Ghats. They got all the Western Ghats, that mountains, even this Kutalam and all will come. So what happened? They
right,
are all protected areas. So in a protected area, if somebody does something, the rules
yeah,
are there. What type of punishment has to be given, what type of compensation he has to give, all these things are there. But then when it
yeah,
comes to monitoring, it comes to the state
yeah,
government. It comes further down to the state government. State government
oh,
should have a mechanism. They got the
mhm,
remote center is there, other people are there. They have to monitor.
oh,
Then another level is at the district level. District level.
mhm,
So where
oh,
actually we are lacking, my feeling, is the
mm,
reporting level. Reporting level, because ground
oh,
reporting also very important. When you see, for example, if one
yeah,
is staying in Kuttalam and that area,
yeah,
and somebody is
yeah,
cutting trees and moving something, it should be
yeah,
taken. Photograph should be taken and put immediately. You have to send to the forest department. This, if you
ah,
don't do, what happen? Forest
yeah,
department is such a big area, no, whole of Tamil Nadu they have to watch. It's very difficult for them
right,
to do that. But the moment you
mm,
bring it to a paper, newspaper, news media is a very good thing actually. The land mafia and this cutting tree fellows can be handled only by media, I'm telling you. Not even government, not even by Prime Minister Modi also. It can be handled only by media. If a news item comes, they get frightened.
Right.
They get frightened. Immediately,
Right.
government will say, go and find out. They'll send a
Yeah.
team. They'll find out, yes, these people did it, and they have to pay compensation. It's a big compensation. For one tree, the compensation is 5 lakhs. 5 lakh rupees they have
Yeah.
to pay. Will anybody cut afterwards? They will not cut. So basically, our monitoring system is poor. Reporting system at the ground level is poor. People are just taking it easy. Let him cut and take like that. So that should not happen. I think at the social level, community level, we have to also
Yeah.
worry about our things around us. No. So in
Yeah.
Kerala, it is happening. Kerala, it's a very big achievement. If
Okay.
somebody
Very good.
cuts a road for
Ah.
putting the cable, immediately
Okay.
it comes in the newspaper. That fellow is caught
Oh, very
immediately.
good.
Kerala is very
Oh,
good actually in that reporting.
very good.
Immediately they
Oh,
report.
very good.
So like that, we have to do it in Tamil Nadu also. Let us not
Mm.
fear about anybody. If something is
Ah.
seen, just take a photograph and send to the media. They will
Yeah.
publish immediately. They are looking for news. So I think this
Yeah.
should happen. This we should promote actually. At the community
Exactly.
level, which is the best, actually you got your village officer is there, your corporator also should be very,
Yeah.
sensitive actually. He or she,
Mm.
you have to show her, immediately call her and please see they have cut this tree and taken. Please report. A report once
Right.
it goes, government has to take action. That's the rule. So there is very good
Yeah.
rules. Actually, government rules are very strict. In the government of
Yeah.
India has made very good rules. For example, I
Yeah.
want to take you to straight away to coastal zones. The coastal
Right.
zone, ISRO made the first map for entire coastal zone.
Mm-hmm.
7,600 kilometers is our coastal zone length.
Oh,
There was no map,
okay.
nothing. But once a map came,
Mm.
government came, the coastal zones regulation. What is that? 5 kilometer, 500 meter, no structure
Yeah.
should be there. Now that's the rule. Otherwise, all hotels would have come there. All resorts, everybody, make money. Now they have stopped
Yeah.
it actually. So like that, in these very important areas like your Kunur and all is very important because if you cut
Yeah.
all these things and all, even Kutalam River, that water flow will go away
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
This,
That's right.
this is a big danger in future.
It's a big danger. Actually, I used to travel from Kutralam to Shetkota. It's about
Yes,
5 kilometers stretch,
stretch.
and both sides we used to have a lot of mango
Lot
groves,
of
and
greenery.
it was
Because actually the
big
greenery is
state.
nothing but actually the
Ah,
greenery is nothing, sir. But the Kuttalam flow through
yeah.
drainages reaching many places. That all you are cut
Right.
now, and people have built houses there. So there
Yeah,
is no water
schools.
flow.
They have constructed schools in between
Schools.
the. Now I
And that
was
we should not allowed.
after
Actually, they
2 years
are
I
not
visited my
allowed.
place.
Yeah, I think they are not allowed actually. These are all
Ah,
protected areas. Western Ghats, all of Western Ghats. For example, in
ah,
Kerala, we had another problem. A lot of
yeah,
churches and all that, and they were
yeah.
cutting and then putting actually the rubber
Ah,
plantation. That is very bad thing.
oh,
Actually. Rubber plantation is
mm,
not at all good for that areas. They are doing. Now
right.
we have stopped that. Now they have stopped actually. So
Mm,
regulation is required. Regulation is needed. We have to have a
yeah.
monitoring system and
But
reporting system.
there is a weak system as far as you rightly said, that
Reporting,
the state
reporting.
also has to take the reporting
No,
system is also
public should
weak.
involve. Public should
Public
involve.
should get involved.
You don't need to
Actually,
give the name also. Nowadays, anonymous. They are accepting
yeah,
anonymous also. Nobody need to give their name and all. They
them
want
and
to
all that.
report. So and so place it happened. Like that. Got it,
Hmm.
sir? Yeah. Okay.
When I traveled from the Kutralam to Shinkota, the 3 years, I found there were at
Yeah.
least huge colonies have come up, schools have come up, supermarkets have come up. They've cut the whole area. The complete deforestation has taken place in that area. Almost, I am not able to see even a single grove on both sides of the road, a 5 kilometer stretch. This is what happening, and it is under the watch, under the nose of the state government administration or the municipality administration. The people are also involved in this. That's the biggest problem. Anyway, I don't want to take much of your time. The another one is the Artemis 2 mission to moon. Recently, this month, US has launched with a human, to understand the study of human movement in the moon. What about your opinion? Are we on the American space science and technology? And what about this mission? What is your impression about this mission, Artemis 2? Hello. Hello.
I think we lost the professor's connection, I think.
Professor's connection lost, I think.
Okay, Gopiji, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Really, thank you, Mr. Gopi. I don't have words to express, our wholehearted thanks. Actually, last time also you invited Director General NIC. I couldn't.
Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think the
I
line got
couldn't continue.
some internet
Yes.
problem.
Professor has come. Okay. Doctor, I was asking about the Artemis 2 mission to moon by US this month.
Yeah.
What is your opinion about the American space shuttle, which is going to moon with a few crew members? And what about vis-a-vis the Indian technology compared to the US technology? Because we are also planning to have this moon mission. So are we almost on par with the US technology and science and mission?
Yeah. So basically, Artemis mission is a well-planned mission after a long time. They got the courage. They got the courage and confidence to send people in the satellite. Because earlier only satellite used to go around and take pictures and come. And ISRO also has done already 2 times. We already done Chandrayaan 1 and 2. And Chandrayaan 3 is actually we are going to send not person, some robots. Robots we are sending. And Chandrayaan 4 will be with people actually. So we are not very far away in the technology, but more than that, our idea is we should have the confidence. The technology confidence is very important because human beings are being handled means safety record should be 100%, not less than 100. You should be 100. Really, you should win successful. So there actually one of the very important key thing is you can send people, no problem, or people can go around, see, take photographs and all. By landing, we have a problem. By landing, because safe landing can be either in the water or in the land. In the case of Russia, what they do, they are landing only in the land. They use big balloons. Large big balloons are used to break that flow of that satellite, and slowly, because it comes at a speed of 3,600 kilometers per second. Just think about that. If it comes and hits, means nothing will be available. Nothing, not the persons, not satellite also. So we have to slowly reduce it to about 1 meter, 2 meter like that per second. So that they are using high altitude balloons. So what we are doing also, we are going to land in the ocean only. That is our, because we have got big oceans, no problem at all. We have oceans and ships will be in readiness to take them. So we did the experiment already. 3-4 experiments we have done, very successful. Where we wanted exactly, it came there itself and landed. So we are going ahead with that. And parallelly, people also should be ready for going traveling. Because when they go through no gravity, zero gravity, and some other gravity in the moon, all this they have to go through. Their blood pressure, other things. So we are doing a lot of medical experiments and all that. So see that our astronauts are ready. So one astronaut actually joined one of the missions. He went to space. You know that. He went recently. Shukla, he done wonderful work. But he had to be prepared so well. So he may be the next candidate for going to the moon also. Probably he will be there, another 1 or 2 people. So we are ready only. Actually, we are ready only. So maybe it's a matter of 2 to 3 years maximum.
2 to 3 years.
Our first man mission. Yeah. First
It's
human
something
mission.
great. We are also almost on par with the
On
American.
par with. Technology-wise, we are very much on par. Because I want to tell you here one very interesting thing. This Artemis was supposed to go about 4 months before. And that is the time our chairman also was there. Our present chairman was there, ISRO, in their team. They have to clear it. See, they have large, big, top people coming there. And he raised a issue. He raised the issue of leakage of hydrogen. That stopped the flight. Now they are thanking ISRO for stopping it. Now this
Very good.
and then they changed the whole thing. It took about 4 months. This delay is only because of our chairman. Many people don't know that.
But this doesn't come in the media, I think.
No, they will not. We don't want to tell something about another country. No, see that we stopped their mission like. But it was very useful. The NASA side thanked him like anything, and now they are telling hereafter any mission they want our people to go there and review and clear it.
ISRO will be involved. It's really something great.
No. By generally, it's I am telling you, Indians are more conservative, isn't it? We are careful about it. That carefulness they don't have. They don't have.
Correct.
Hey, 2 people died means okay, take it, chalta hai. But we are not like that.
Chalta hai.
We are very careful about that. So that
Correct.
with that,
Yes,
our
sir.
people are actually associated with NASA in a big way. We have got
In a
collaborative
big way.
programs. Yeah.
Oh, very
Thank
good.
you. Thank you. Yes.
Sir, one small information I want to give you.
Hmm.
My father's younger brother, my uncle, he was
Yes.
the group project director in Tumba,
Oh.
Ayazoro.
Sir,
And then he
what's
was
his
also
name?
in charge of propulsion complex IPRC Nagarkovil.
IPRC, okay.
K. Kasi Viswanathan.
Vishnu, I know very well, sir. Kashi Vishnu, I know very well. Because he used to
Okay.
come for all our meetings in ISRO headquarters. What
ISRO.
happened? Since
Yes,
I
sir.
was in ISRO headquarters, for many
Yes, sir.
meetings I used to be there with the chairman and all.
Oh,
So there
very
actually,
good.
this Vishwanath Saab and all, I know very well.
Very good. He is
You
my
know,
father's younger brother, sir.
oh, very
My chacha, my
No,
uncle.
I am telling you, sir, we had a very good human resources
Yes, sir.
from Tamil Nadu, Kerala and
Yes,
all
sir.
that. Karnataka and all. 100%. I am not telling North is not good and nothing. Sorry, don't mistake like
Yes,
that.
yes, yes,
Somehow
sir.
it happened because our ISRO is here only, no? So
Yes,
naturally,
sir.
very good brains were
Yes,
there
sir.
to work on
And
that.
I'm telling you, sir, mostly people are there. I mean, a lot of people are there from South
Yeah.
who are
And even now
involved in.
also, I think the top level, there are many people there.
Because mostly they are all scientists and they are involved in ISRO, a lot of space research activities.
Correct. Yes, correct.
So thank you very much, sir, for your
Thank you,
spending
sir. Thank you.
very. Sir?
Dr. Sir, you know Mr. N. Jayapandian, sir?
Jayapandian, I have heard actually, he is in ISRO Satellite Center, I think, Bangalore.
Mr.
Correct?
Murthy,
Pandian.
Mr.
It's
Murthy's
called
brother.
Pandian. Huh? Yeah.
Oh,
He's Mr.
he was
Murthy's
in
brother.
workshop, sir. He was in workshop
Oh,
in
okay.
Trivandrum.
Wonderful.
And another person, he was my brother. Of course, he's no more now, and he died.
Okay.
He died sometime in 1996 or so. Another
Yes, sir.
person, Subramaniam.
Oh, Subramaniam. Okay.
He is also distant related to us, and so to the extent I know some of the people in Israel.
Yes, sir. Yeah, correct.
It's a big world. Anyway,
Sir, one thing I have got some.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, I have got some links with Chennai, sir. My wife is from T Nagar only. So when I come there, I will contact Gobi Saab and Prabhakaran Saab, and
Yes,
we'll
sir.
try to meet some of you.
Welcome,
Okay,
welcome,
that
sir.
will be
Sure,
Yes,
nice.
sir.
sir,
We
sure.
will try to meet you, sir.
We'll do that
be in touch
actually.
with
We'll
Mr.
do.
Gopi and
Yeah.
we'll meet you, sir.
I will inform in advance. We'll have a cup of coffee in some hotel
Yes,
and
sir.
then enjoy.
It would be a great
Sure,
pleasure
I
to
want to really
have
see all
you
of you
as
also.
our guest.
Yeah, we'll do that, sir. We'll have a
It would
get
be a
together.
great pleasure, sir, to have you.
But about the schools, please follow up, sir. You try to have a few schools together, a one-day
Yes, sir.
program on satellite. We'll do it. No problem.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. We will try to invite you for
Organize.
Morning,
in the
sir.
school. Yes, sir, we'll organize it, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Morning,
Anil,
sir.
sir.
God. Yeah.
Morning, sir.
Yes.
Morning, sir.
Yes.
So I am Anil Goswami. I am from Haryana.
Yeah.
In our all families, all villages, the first priority is to become a soldier. So
Yeah, I know that, sir. Yeah, you are all actually warriors, sir. Warriors of India. Yes.
They don't want to do any brain work. They just want to do some physical.
Not like that, sir. Actually, I will tell you one thing, sir. Shall I tell you one thing, sir? Anil
Yes.
sir.
Yes,
What
sir.
has happened is most of the attacks were on the northern side of India. Southern
Yes.
side has not seen any attacks, sir. You people have
Yes.
suffered. You people have really protected our country. We are so happy with you. So you have done your part. You have done your job, no? So well.
Even not officers, all soldiers, also sipai, all sipais are there. Even in police or army.
Yeah, correct. So that is also our achievement, sir. That is also big achievement.
Paramilitary forces, you will find all Haryanis are there.
Yeah, I know, sir. I know that, sir. I know.
And even at Chennai airport, you will find 80% all soldiers are there at airport.
Soldiers are there.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Good day.
Thank you,
God
sir.
bless you all, sir. God bless you all.
Thank you so much.